Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. The court of Zakaria Khan was shocked and fell silent upon hearing Bhai Taru Singh Ji say, Zakaria Khan, you are wrong. My hair will remain intact until my last breath. It is you that will have shoes hit across your head. Red in the face with anger, Zakaria Khan ordered for a barber to cut the hair of Bhai Taru Singh Ji and prove him wrong. But the Bachan of sants cannot be undone. The barber's hands would shake ferociously. The scissors would fail. No matter what they tried, they could not cut the beautiful case of Bhai Taru Singh Ji. In desperation and anger, Zakaria Khan then called for an executioner to remove the scalp of Bhai Taru Singh Ji. Hearing this, Bhai Taru Singh Ji commenced Sri Japji Sahib. Everyone watching were amazed at this scene. A 25-year-old Singh would rather have his scalp removed. He would rather have a sharp dagger cut into his forehead up to the ears and then cut into the back of his head so that the scalp would remain in one piece rather than have his ears cut. Bhai Taru Singh Ji preferred this torture to that to beadabi. Dhan Guru Ka Sikh. So much dedication and love for his case. Bhai Taru Singh Ji, after having his scalp removed, was thrown away and left to die. However, the Sangat managed to take Bhai Taru Singh Ji to safety. Remember, Bhai Taru Singh Ji had given a bachan that Zakaria Khan would die before he would. This bachan was now to come true. After removing the scalp of Bhai Taru Singh Ji, disease struck Zakaria Khan. His bodily functions stopped working. He developed an extreme blockage in his urinary area, his bladder. He could no longer go to the toilet. Imagine being blocked up, not just for a few hours, but for 22 days. Zakaria Khan would jump around and scream in pain. His screams could be heard far and wide. He ordered doctors, Islamic bees across the country to come and help him, but no one was able to help him. Everyone had failed. No one could stop this disease. Zakaria Khan was regretting every barb, every sin he had committed throughout his life. He emptied the jails of all the innocents who had been locked up. This was all due to the kirpa of Bhai Taru Singh Ji. But the pain of Zakaria Khan would not go away. Next, Zakaria Khan sent his messengers to Bhai Taru Singh Ji. He commanded them to make sure they touched Bhai Taru Singh Ji's feet out of respect and reverence and beg on behalf of Zakaria Khan to end his pain. But by now, Bhai Taru Singh Ji were in Samadhi. They were fixated on Waheguru Ji and they did not respond. Look how the circumstances had changed. Once Zakaria Khan, a powerful ruler who had the blood of thousands of Sikh men, women and children on his hands. And now, rolling around in pain, Zakaria Khan was begging at the feet of Bhai Taru Singh Ji. Days have passed now in extreme pain, and Zakaria Khan does a benti to the Singhs in the jungles. He was educated in Sikhi and said, I have heard in your Gurbani Sukhoni Sahib, Sant ke dokhi ko avarna rakhnahar, Nanak Sant Bhave Ta Le Ubar, that if a Sant like Bhai Taru Singh so wishes, he can free a sinner like me from the pain that I'm in. He knew about the importance of Ban Singh and so had sent his messengers to beg and request Ban Singh to do ardas so that he could be forgiven for his great sins. The Singhs did a gurmata. They made a decision that if Zakaria Khan wanted to remove his pain, then he must get the shoe of Bhai Taru Singh Ji and have it hit across his head. When Zakaria Khan heard this decision, he did not hesitate. He said, quickly, do not waste any time. Get me the shoe of Bhai Taru Singh. Hit it across my head. I cannot bear this pain anymore. Zakaria Khan's messengers searched, but they could not find Bhai Taru Singh Ji's shoes. They had to get a new shoe made and blessed it by placing it in the charan of Bhai Taru Singh Ji. This shoe was then struck against Zakaria Khan's head. Each time the shoe struck Zakaria Khan's head, Zakaria Khan would feel relief. The disease was leaving his body with each strike of the shoe. He was saying, Tanwad Khalsa Ji, hit me again harder, remove me of this pain. And whilst the pain was being removed from Zakaria Khan, this pain, this evil tyrant was being removed from the world. This evil terror, Zakaria Khan, was being hit so hard in the head that he breathed his last and was sent to the deepest, darkest hells. Getting hit on the head with Bhai Taru Singh Ji's shoe was how this evil being finally met his miserable death. 18 से 2 साल पर बीते बिक्रम राय Taru Singh tabla trio jut jote sirlae. So Sangat Ji, how great is Bhai Taru Singh Ji, who in 1745 displayed the importance of our gears and finished the evil rule of Zakaria Khan by having shoes hit across his head. Let us learn to take care of our gears so that we can live in the footsteps of our great ancestors. Let's share this Sakhi so others too can be inspired by our history. In sharing the Sakhi of Bhai Taru Singh Ji, Sevadars of Sikh to inspire would have made countless errors. Please forgive us. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.